I'm not seeing much difference on PC, other than having gotten several freebies from the Creation Club, so might as well go through them, see if any of them are worth it. So to start it all off, I've decided to go with Echoes of the Past. It's gonna be all about the Enclave, and our first task is to investigate the last known location of a missing caravan.
Let's do this.
You go to the location, follow the blood splatters, and have a little battle with the Enclave. They do what they do best, which is to get spanked. And then we'll go on a hunt for unique items that they use. Oh, that's unique. This turret's not like the other turrets. Can we craft it? That would be cool. Oh, gruesome. Read the terminal for information. Let me see if they have anything unique on them. Well, aside from the Enclave tags. Long, high-capacity, heavy incinerator. I'm guessing that's not unique, but I'll take it. And here we have the Field Operations Terminal. Retrieval logs, orders, and a homing beacon frequency. Okay, so what will we be retrieving? Hellfire power armor? Multiple sets have been sighted in the AO. Don't know what that is. Recovery is of paramount importance. Note: a local trader, deceased, has corroborated reports that a hooligan by the name of Pyro is in possession of Hellfire power armor. It is presumed that Pyro ambushed a deserter and took the armor for themselves. Retrieval operation to commence as soon as possible. That's interesting, because this is just lore for the next quest. Well, heavy incinerator. They've been confirmed to be within the area of something. Recovery is of paramount importance. Oh, again? The same poor soul, I think. This time told them that a fanatic group named the Forged are in possession of a heavy incinerator. That's the Crucible quest! Tesla Cannon. Confirmed to be within the AO. Recovery is a priority. But only a priority. Okay, the XO2. The XO2 is of paramount. Oh, no importance, just paramount. And they've got no idea who took it. They've got something on fusion cores, high importance. Any fusion core should be retrieved when sighted, and as per orders, any civilians found to be in possession of one are to be eliminated. Oh, prior to the confiscation. Never after. No clue why. Well, at least these rules might be useful for a challenge or something. Plasma weaponry. Oh, moderate importance. So, pretty much nothing. If you find it, you find it. Gunners have large quantities of it. Their squads are to be destroyed and their weaponry confiscated. Survivors are to not survive. That's the order. And there's an addendum on the Brotherhood of Steel. Though they will likely possess plasma weaponry, confrontation is to be avoided. And plasma cartridges, because of course, ammo should be useful. Blah 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 gunners, blah 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 Brotherhood. Okie dokie, understood. Now, their orders. Mission Directive: recovery of valuable equipment from non-authorized personnel. 1. Establish discrete encampment in AO and produce fortnightly reports to superiors regarding occurrences of note in the vicinity. 2. Identify locations of missing equipment via reconnaissance, coercion, torture, or other known effective methods. 2b. On conclusion of interaction with general populace, dispose of them. 3. On identification of equipment locations, initiate recovery and dispose of any witnesses. 4. Upon successful recovery of equipment, return to field headquarters via homing beacon. The frequency is enclosed in the terminal. And 5. Relief squad scheduled in, redacted. Okay then. Guess we've got our coordinates and we're going to the glowing sea. But they're not gonna give us a map marker. No, cause why would they? Instead, we gotta use the radio to see if we're close. Oh, I'm awful at that one, but we'll get there. No worries. I could indeed pet that dog. And we keep on going until we find the Enclave fighting something. Not seeing anything fighting back, so I'm guessing another rad scorpion. Okay, that's just a soldier. And we've got to clear the Atlantic offices. Oh, poor thing, the colonel lost him. Oh, hello, my good man. Would you like a little poke? So, what do you have? Oh, so sorry, buddy. Wasn't trying to ignore you. Oh, we gotta move. Okay, it's done. So I'll take everything. We'll do a little showcase at the end. Oh, so that's what they were fighting. Savage Deathclaw. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. I'll check the terminal later. Oh, hello. What did you expect? I get it. You have an alarm. You're fancy. Oh, there's someone. That's the colonel. And you don't even have power armor. Oh, he has a uniform. And this is probably that dude's terminal. Communications, orders and encampment distribution. In further orders. Major, this has been duly noted. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts has been identified as a viable location for a permanent base of operations. Should your current mission proceed without issue, we will allocate more resources to your mission. In the meantime, I recommend you identify locations that would be ideal for a larger headquarters. It matters not if civilians currently reside within potential premises. They can be removed. Wow, you're really going all out telling me they're the bodies, huh? You can leave some mystery to it. Okay, current status. The field headquarters and field encampment have been operational with minimal issues. Equipment recovery has been proceeding at an acceptable pace. I believe this pace could be accelerated if further personnel could be allocated to our current mission. Hellfire power armor findings. The trader has informed us that a member of the Forged is using armor matching the description of Hellfire power armor. Last seen near listening post Bravo. Heavy incinerator findings. Heavy incinerator inside Sauga's Ironworks. Okay, I see where it's going and we're gonna skip the rest. Now, the encampment. There's another 3, and the overview additional encampments have been authorized at the enclosed locations. Okay, so just do a Preston and mark them on my map. There we go, and we can even see the equipment that was issued to each one. If it's gonna be the same equipment, why do you describe it? Oh no, wait, apologies, this one has an extra turret. Can use the password to end the lockdown. Do I wait? Or what do I do? Hello? Would you like to work? Oh, thank you. That was odd. And we have a hatch. Okay, so now I'm thinking. So they give you like 7 free quests, but 4 of them are gonna give you stuff that you can also get on this one. Because, for example, both power armors will be doing quests 4. Is stuff I'm gonna have by the end of this quest right here. But I will see about the rest. Ooh, a fusion core. Gonna have to take that down. And what else? What else? Because there's more than just that in the map. There's this guy right here. Oh, you're sturdy. Oh. And then I do a crit. Right after. Don't know why I'm collecting tags, but I am. Tesla cannon. We're gonna have a quest to get a Tesla cannon. And we already have one. Well, let's test it. Maybe one of them's gonna be different than the other. We don't know. I don't know. You might. Okay, so I can probably either attack the pilot or the vertebrate. I don't remember. But I'm just gonna take care of the vertebrate itself. And the fire rate of this thing is impressive. Oh, and I gotta let you know. This is on a melee build. So, yeah. Imagine if it was on an energy weapons one. Oh, I love the fire rate on it so much. That guy's legendary. Oh, the ammo's gone. Okay, so let me heal and throat slicer. Let's go. You do not stand a chance. 1 hit. Lovely, and that completes Echoes of the Past. And he has a plasma thrower. Enclave pilot has a sweet roll. Oh, security door control. Okay then. And generic loot. Oh, so lovely. Oh, we can turn that off. Ah, there you were in the miscellaneous. Now, I don't really know what those towers do, but I'm pretty sure I should turn them off. Just a couple soldiers. The place is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but that's fine by me. I just want to see what kind of goodies are in store for us, and there better be something. Oh. And there's the turret, and we're done. Okay. So, time to clean the house. Why do they have a glowing mirror on a cage? What is this? I free it, but it would attack me, so I just kill it. Enclave Entrenchment Manual. You're now able to build enclave barricades at a settlement? Okay, let's turn off the tower and go into the next one. And I'm guessing it's gonna be for us to get another 2 magazines with enclave stuff for us to build. So how about... Oh! Something else exploded. Was he close to a turret? That one's gone. Oh, so this is the one with the 2 turrets, okay. Oh, so hard. Well, to be fair, this build is pretty strong. So this one is done, let's see what we have. Besides a lot of tags. And this one permanently unlocks Enclave Paint for power armor. Oh, but also flags and crates. And the last camp is near Parsons. Huh? Let me just set up Blitz. Oh, I love that perk so much. I think it only affects VATS distance, but oh, it's so overpowered. Okay, there's still another douche. Come on. Oh, my bad. There's still the tin can. But, oh, 3 hits instead of 2. Good on you, man. Ah, I knew it. We found the Hellfire. So what's the point in having other quests that are gonna give me the exact same thing? And this one unlocks laser turrets. And Enclave Calm Towers for what? I mean, isn't the point of turning theirs off to prevent them from spawning later? So why would I put it on a settlement? What am I missing? It is a beauty. And then we'll take a look at the other one. You can also compare it to those 2 from Nuka World. And yeah, I like the paint job. I'll also try and get another power armor frame as soon as I can. Okay, so, first impression. I hate the helmet in comparison. Not because it's bad, but it looks weird compared to the XO2. Because those horns looked beautiful. So, the Colonel uniform? Not bad. And since I remembered to take it, let's see the combat power armor, which is the same but has the unique paint job. Using that with the military fatigues. Same thing the guy was using. And we got a sweet roll, which is not unique to this one. Now let's go find and kill Pyro, but first, the new settlement objects. We got some guard towers, couple turrets, a couple flags. Huh, if the American one has the E, why was that not an E in that text on the terminals from the Enclave? Because they did try to emulate it. Oh, maybe because the stars are more important, my bad. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and there's also a lot of barricades, more than I know what to do with. Now, one thing that I know what to do with is Pyro. And then we're gonna do Crucible, because it's way too close to each other to ignore. I've also got no idea why Stingwings decided to show up, and... well, there's Pyro. Oh, another one. And that's enough for Pyromaniac. We get another set of the Hellfire one. I'll compare them later. Now, let's do the Crucible one. This one is for the Heavy Incinerator. Unfortunately for me, it's been so long since I was here that the Forge simply respawned. Oh, and I've seen this one before. Yep. So Forged Keeper's notes. Gimme lore. We found the Heavy Incinerator of the bodies of some military remnants. Didn't recognize the dog tags, but Slag was impressed with the quality of the gear. As for the incinerator, he says something this special requires a trial. A test to sort out the metal from the ore. We've had few volunteers, but that does not surprise me. Most of these recruits don't have the nerve to walk through fire, let alone the strength to survive it. Worst yet, I caught one of the cowards trying to cheat and I put the evidence in the toolbox by the terminals. Stash the key in one of the tin cans above it and I'll have Slag look it over before we feed her to the forge. Oh, it's just an expert lock, come on.
Yes.
Smelter console password. And the recruit's notes. Oh hey, got to level 68. This new trial they've cooked up is fucking impossible. Can't lie though, it was funny watching the first few recruits walk right in and see the feet melt off their ankles. Oh, never heard anyone scream like that, it was great. Matches thought he was clever, but the idiot tossed a bottle of water into the thing and damn near blew all our heads off. Burner had the right idea, using power armor, he just didn't rig it to resist extreme temperatures. I think I figured out a way. I've gotta connect with a trader from my caravan days who hooked me up with some flame-resistant leg armor. As long as I don't get waist deep, I should be okay. Problem is, my trial is in a few days and I don't trust any of these other fuckers not to steal it in the meantime. So I've buried the mods under one of the crucibles, and in order to get to it, you have to shut down the molten drip, then use the console to move the container down the track. Since I'm the one who handles the heavy machinery around here, ain't no one gonna move that thing but me. Wow, you couldn't have given me a best set of instructions if you tried. So let's go to the console. Turn off the flow of the molten metal. Smelter control. Oh, right. I gotta try and move the crucible first. And safety. For your protection, smelter controls have been disabled while the flow of molten metal is active. Use the button on the ground floor to turn off the system before moving the crucible. And wear the proper mask and safety equipment. Well, no, and goddammit. Forgot about the turret. Take that. Okay, let's move the thing. Please stand clear of the truck. I'll do whatever I want, buddy. Now it should be buried at the very end. And as fate would have it, they have a power armor frame here for us. So let's just install it real quick and grab our loot. Ghoul Slayer's Heavy Incinerator. 50% more damage against ghouls. Now, is there anything different to that Hellfire one? Oh, one is Enclave. The other is just Hellfire. Oh, but that could just be the paint job. Now, how about the Incinerator? Oh, okay, that's a beauty. And I'll take better criticals. Next up, let's go with Speak of the Devil, and then we'll do Best of 3. And this one is really close to where Ada shows up. What's Consumer Electronics? And we've got a holotape, The Black Devil, Volume 1, The Devil Cometh. And the Devil's Music. First one, by day he's a hard-working janitor, cleaning toilets at the local police station. By night he's a commie-fighting superhero, here to uphold our core values of truth, tax loopholes, and principles of the free market. Working with the US government, the Black Devil gained his superhuman strength by merging his body with the Constitution. Covered in the impenetrable ink of our founding fathers, he hunts down communists with a gusto known only to the devil himself. So when communists invade your neighborhood, just tune your Watts brand radio to the right frequencies. And make sure to turn the dial all the way up. Only when you play the music of America will the Black Devil recognize you as a true patriot and come to the rescue. Now, the Devil's Music. As a true patriot, the Black Devil loves all songs that celebrate America. But of that large and illustrious catalog, 3 in particular distinguish themselves as his favorites. The Battle Hymn of the Republic is a song that foretells the judgment of the wicked. For when the Red Army hears its melody, on the breath of our soldiers, they will all crumble in agony and pain, as their ears are too frail to withstand the sheer sonic power of freedom. The Stars and Stripes Forever is the heartbeat of a military march, while the Battle Hymn prepares one for war. The Stars and Stripes are the echoes of artillery fire, the sheet music of war. Lastly, America the Beautiful. Not much more needs to be said about this timeless ballad, for America's beauty is what we fight for and aspire to protect. That is why these 3 songs have been chosen as the Black Devil's signature music. As a soldier, warrior, and God-fearing American, when he hears them played on the radio, he will answer the call. And we also have Connie's Note. It seems like we've been fighting off raiders ever since I moved back home. Bastards are like roaches. You kill one and 10 more crawl out of the cracks. I asked Pa how he dealt with them and he said he didn't have to. Back in the day there was this guy, they called him the Black Devil. And he made it his mission to drive all the raiders out of the Commonwealth. Whenever you needed his help, you just tuned your radio to his station and there he'd be. So naturally, I wanted to know what happened to him. Pa said he didn't know. About a year ago, the radio went static, and it's been Raider Heaven ever since. But last week, I was at the old Watts building looking for scrap and came across this display that mentions the devil by name. There were also a couple holotapes which I couldn't make heads or tails of. So I asked my cousin Richie for help, because he's good with this stuff. He thinks the tapes might have music in them, a way to summon the devil. The blurb on one of the holotapes mentions 2 radio stations, AM and FM. Richie thinks it might be tied to the old relay towers with the same numbers just northeast of here. Maybe we can use it to send up some music back to the station. Anyways, I'm leaving this note here just in case. I'm probably just being paranoid, but I get the feeling we're being followed. Still, if my hunch is right and for some reason we don't make it, someone has to finish what we started and bring the devil back to the Commonwealth. Relay Towers 0 MCA 10. And what do we have? More Enclave remnants. And so, I never played Fallout 2. Yet. Or 1. But aren't they supposed to be in such a bad shape that if Bethesda is going to use the Enclave again, shouldn't they just be fractured into several different types of remnants? Anyways, Richie's note. Oh man, I should have never helped Connie with that radio. Now he's done for. I was in the bushes when they took him. One of them said they were taking him to that old police bureau across the river. It sounds like they wanted to interrogate him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I can upload the Stars and Stripes, but Connie still has the tape with the other music in it. He's so clever though. Maybe he can find a way out. I guess all I can do is just wait here and hope he comes back. Oh well, we know how that went. The Enclave are here and Connie's obviously not. So let's just install this one and go to the bureau to find the other one. Just gotta load the holotape and we now have more radios. Oh, right, and I was saying that about the Enclave, because if they are the successors of the government, and if that government pretty much fell, shouldn't they be a little more divided than just Enclave remnant? Because the way I see it from an outside perspective is, it just looks like an intelligence thingy, like secret services. Ooh, orders. Eliminate me. What did I do? They're the ones attacking me. This is not my fault. Intelligence reports that a Wastelander has come into possession of Hellfire power armor. It is imperative you eliminate them and return the suit to field camp. Remember, no loose ends. Well, that's nice. Hopefully it's a random event and not a recurring one. But I guess we'll see. Now, that's obviously Connie, and we've gotten the other bits of the music catalog. Playing it did something, but we need a password. Connie's confession. Check the wall. Oh, there's something there, cigarette paper. Password is El Diablo Viene. And you're telling me the Enclave did not check the wall? Is that it? Is that it? This holotape can be used to play, record, and transmit audio as well. Transcribe it into text. Really? Raw audio transcription. Connie, we were trying to summon the Black Devil. Get him to protect the farm, so... No, the man you're looking for is no hero, he's a thief, and the armor he wears is rightfully belongs to the Enclave. Connie, you're talking nonsense, pal. The Devil's a guardian, protects the farm from scum like you. No, your opinion is irrelevant, all you want to know is where to find him. Connie, why don't you check a police station? I hear he works there by day, cleaning toilets. Maybe you ought to take a real look inside one. Unknown, Sergeant Hodges, do me a favor and hand me that hammer. You're wasting time. We know you have information on the XO2. Connie, fine. Give me a piece of paper and a pencil. I can draw you a map. And a cigarette. I need to smoke. Helps with the creative juices. Unknown. Would you like something to drink as well? Maybe a massage. Officer Bradley here does excellent work with his fists. Connie, what I need is that cigarette. The whole pack. Unknown, what does this mean? Check the wall. Connie, didn't you know? That's where the devil is, in the details. Hodges, he's being deliberately evasive. Oh, really? Thank you, Hodges. Connie, look, if you cannot find him, maybe we should call him out. All you need to do is sing a song. Unknown, enough stalling. Tell us where the armor is. Then he starts to sing, and I'm not a singer, so... Not this again. For God's sake, will someone shut this man up? Hodges, careful. Torture may make his testimony unreliable. Unknown, I don't care, I just want you to shut his goddamn mouth. And the last one. Hodges, sir, we found the armor. It was a hunch, but based on what the prisoner said, we checked the nearby police stations, and it turns out there's a utility tunnel under the Boston police rationing site. And it matches the description. Unknown. Good work, Sergeant. I'm sure retrieving it won't be a problem. Hodges. The officers are working on it as we speak. What shall we do with the prisoner? Leave him. If he's lucky, he'll bleed to death before the raiders find him. Oh, so even the raiders are canon. There were raiders in there. But come on, surely you're trying to tell me that they came after? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So anyways, let's move on. Investigate. Well, the site. Okay. Doors barred. Oh, I think I know this one. Yeah, we just gotta do some parkour. Go around and then into the tunnels. Radio. Oh, there it is. Okay. Speak of the devil. Holotape. Sergeant rises. Okay, let's take a listen.
We need to talk, Perry. Your partner keeps sticking his nose where it shouldn't be. I don't care if he's a cop. If he keeps sniffing around the tracks, he's liable to get hit by the train. Are we clear? Anyway, I've got this stuff moved down into the utility tunnels, but it's burning a hole in my pocket. I don't want to hear any more excuses about it being hard to fence. People would pay top dollar for this stuff.
Oh, so they were the ones creating the shortage. Noted. We'll take the XO2, hoping it'll be a bit different from the other one, and leaving the enclave. I was once a military officer, a patriot who wore the uniform with pride. I finished with honors at the academy, rose quickly through the ranks, and joined an elite troop of soldiers known as the Devil's Hand. As a new Special Forces unit, we were given access to new prototypes, the crown jewel of which was the XO2 power armor. With it, we cleansed the wasteland of mutants, ferals, and the impure. We found old technology and discovered uncharted land. We did it all with ruthless efficiency. For that, I was decorated, distinguished. And yet, I felt more disillusioned than anything. We mocked the outsiders for being unclean, but after each mission, I was the one who always felt dirty. Everything was done to maximize enclave resources and strategic positions. No consideration for those who pay the cost of our labors. Some were children, others barely born. But if you asked me why I defected, it wasn't one thing. There was no crying child, no singular event that made me turn. My belief in what we were doing simply eroded over time, like a callus, slowly peeling off the skin. I used to believe the Enclave was here to protect the ideals this country was founded on. Now I realize that couldn't be further from the truth, and so eventually I left the Enclave for good. Becoming the devil. At first, I wasn't sure if they'd come after me. The suit was valuable property, one of only a handful of modern XO2 prototypes. But the colonels were facing issues on a number of fronts. As it turns out, President Eden's death provided an ample distraction for my defection. Maybe there'd come a time when the rant would be due. But for now, I was left to roam the Commonwealth by myself. One day, while scavenging, I came across an old holotape for a locally syndicated radio program. The show was terrible, and was rightfully cancelled after a few episodes. The devil was a caricature, with horns and a pitchfork and multiple catchphrases. But the name of the character drew me in. He was a devil, just like me, but somehow he didn't let that define him. They turned him into a real patriot. Before I knew it, I started emulating some of his backstory. I found a bunker under an old police ration site with plenty of resources. I started listening to distress signals on the radio and helping out settlers. In the radio program, the Black Devil could hear the songs of America from thousands of miles away. I can't do that. But what I can do is set up a radio signal to transmit the old Enclave songs I have on holotape and hijack a few iBots to monitor settlements remotely. Some of the settlers have picked up on the cues and started playing the music when they need help. I have limited the station to broadcast only a handful of songs at the moment. I have 8 in total, but I would rather not play them all. Some of them open old wounds. Now, a humble request. I need to shut off the radio, for my own sake. Back when I was with the Devil's Hand, we used to play them while in the throes of battle. When I became the Black Devil, the music put my mind where it needed to be. But now, too many of the wrong memories get triggered by the melody. Besides, with my health being what it is, I can't be the devil anymore. So I've decided to leave the suit here in hopes someone will take up the mantle in my stead. To whoever is reading this now, I only ask one favor. To get through the door, you turn the radio back on. All I'm asking is for you to shut it back off. This time, for good. The console has a kill switch that will short-circuit the radio signal. Triggering that should also disable the electronic lock on the safe, just in case you need a reward to make it worth your while. I'm asking you this favor because I might still be out there, living as a common civilian. And if I should pass by a radio, I'd rather not hear that music ever again. I'll do it. It's not even like I can record with the radio to begin with, so... Oh, that's unique. Oh, it's a mod. Oh, Hodges. Are we gonna meet the unknown as well? Well, we'll see. Oh, 2 hits. Hodges' journal. Try as we might, we can't seem to bypass this security lock. The radio seems to be the key, but it broadcasts only static. Tuning it to existing frequencies has no effect. As a result of our failure, the lieutenant sent a few officers back to the tower to re-canvass the area, leaving the rest of us to absorb his rage. He's been extremely temperamental as of late. It's possible he's already infected. To be fair, maintaining any semblance of purity is difficult in this filth. If the lieutenant is any indication, the cost of trudging back and forth through the toxic pile of a wasteland may be beyond repair. Just breathing this air, I can already feel the taint inching towards my brain. Nevertheless, leaving the safety of the base is justified. Having the XO2 in our possession will help us maintain our supply count, as we attempt to re-establish contact with the enclave. In any event, if we fail to uncover any relevant information, it will be my recommendation to drill our way in. The concrete may prove more forgiving than this lock. Oh, this is so overpowered. But you can also just craft it. And best of 3.
They're gonna kill me.
That's not enough context, but we did get coordinates, so let's see. A Vault 95 gunner. Gunner holotape, some rataway. Instructions for Crane. Crane. Against my protestations, Sarge wanted me to give you a copy of the newest backdoor for the Pip-Boys. Instead of going through the current operating system, it accesses a lower level of code within the device. Once it does that, something quite interesting happens. I'm wasting my time. All you need to do is pull the plug from the back of the Pip-Boy. Carefully, this time. Then, simply insert it into any Pip-Boy, provided the plug is removed, and the backdoor program should do the trick automatically. Once inside, you can pull data from any Pip-Boy you find, coordinates, logs, you name it. Sarge is hoping that if we find any vault dwellers in the field, we'll be able to locate more vaults through their Pip-Boys. You know what that means. Hell. Knowing you, you'll probably end up leading the vault dwellers to us. Rather than the other way around, I hope Sarge knows what he's doing. I'm just glad I have this thing to write it all down. We've been locked down in the vault for weeks, and I've been bored as hell. The games on these things get old. Fast. It was fun putting notes saying kick me on Karoni's back for a while, but next thing you know, Brass says there's a paper shortage. Also, it's not exactly easy playing a prank on someone who spends all their time in their room. Me and the boys were trying to reprogram the Assaultron to give him a wedgie. But yeah, less said about that, the better. It was then that I remembered Lazansky telling me he reprogrammed our Pip-Boys for Sarge so we can better track our guys on the Glowing Sea missions. Well, the joke's on you, Lazansky. I found a way better use for your stupid program. I got a few of the squad together and managed to break into the kitchen to take the week-old Mirelurk soup that has been smelling out the canteen for days. Then we hoisted it by rope over the atrium. After that, all we had to do was watch Karoni walk down the hallway to get his dinner after everyone else had gone to bed. God, I can't even describe my anticipation watching the little Karoni blip move along my Pip-Boy screen. By the time the blip appeared in the atrium, I lifted my head and there he was, completely unaware that he was going to smell like a dead Mirelurk in the sun. I told Jones to pull, and next thing you know, the goop came falling on his head. His face was a fucking picture, I swear he was about to cry. Haven't seen him since, and to think Sarge wanted to use these things to track us for the mission tomorrow. And the new coordinates we have to go on brings us to this church. Well, it's schools everywhere. And I do mean everywhere. There's way too many of them. But they're ghouls, so it's fine. Oh, come on, buddy. I know you're trying. And the note, office duties. Mrs. Hart, since I won't be here for tonight's service, I've hidden the key to the safe underneath the pew behind you if you happen to need access to it. Thank you for handling the office duties tonight. Keep the key with you, and I'll take it from you next Wednesday. Thank you again. Well, I like the experience better. And nothing of importance on this one, except we can download more Pip-Boy data. Same thing, one uncorrupted log. I better use this thing for something. Maybe a confessional of sorts will make me feel better about what I did. Here goes. Karoni. He never exactly was the ideal mercenary, but we worked well as a team. He was good at all the technical stuff, hacking terminals, getting through automated doors, disabling turrets, and me, well, I finished the job. It all changed though when we signed up for the Gunners. They were paying far more than we could make on our own, so it seemed like a no-brainer at the time. Little did I know what would happen when Karoni was forced to work with people other than myself. When I was assigned to my squad, it was like I had known them for years. We worked well together, and the guys respected me for my marksmanship. But Karoni was a different story. He was always an acquired taste, and his shyness frustrated Sarge. It was a mistake to shove a laser rifle into his hands, when I knew that his best skills lay elsewhere. I thought when we took the vault things would change, that he'd come out of his shell. Instead, the opposite happened. It's these damn Pip-Boys, he's obsessed with them. He spends all his time in his room playing these games. I've tried to snap him out of it, tell him Sarge is going to put him out of the gunners, or worse, but he always rebuffs me. It's funny, I still beat him in these games, despite him playing them longer than I ever have. If I hear best of 3 one more time, I might snap. Maybe one day he'll shut up, but I can't wait that long. I've got to do something quickly. I owe him for saving my life. This vault is filled with cams, and it's not like they're going to miss a few shots of Psycho. Wait, he's gonna give him Psycho? Well, guess I now know who's gonna be the villain on this one, huh? Okay, let's see what this one has for us. I'm making a mission report here in case anybody comes across my body. If you're unable to identify me, it's cause I've been copy-pasted. Lieutenant Lazansky, Tech Specialist on Savage Team 20. We managed to locate the wreckage, it's likely intact, and survived the crash. That said, we underestimated the hostiles we would likely encounter on our mission, and as a result, 2/3 of the platoon is dead or missing in action. It's likely I would have been right there with them if it wasn't for Karoni. I wasn't sure why the sergeant had picked a private to accompany us on the mission, but for a moment, I was glad he did. Yeah, and then Psycho became a thing, right? My good feeling was short-lived, however. Despite saving us, Karoni wouldn't respond to orders. The only time he made so much as a peep was when our fire team killed a hostile. Every time that happened, Karoni would look anxiously for another mutation to put down. We tried to tell him that every hostile he killed risked us being swarmed once more. He wouldn't listen. It was as if he was determined to get the most kills out of all of us. Did he think this was some kind of game? We didn't hold our position for long. Even Karoni didn't fancy his chances with the 2 Deathclaws that flanked us. For once, we agreed on something. We ran to a nearby cave, and it appeared that the beasts had lost our scent. It was there we found some kind of pre-war weapon. Now, I had disassembled and reassembled a plasma rifle before, but this was like nothing I had ever seen. We had to get this back to base, but first we had to get some rest. When I woke up, I discovered that not only were all our mentats gone, but Karoni was hunched over the weapon on a boulder, its constituent parts scattered across the rock face. At the time, even with death almost a certainty, I still couldn't let this promotion opportunity go. I tackled Karoni, he fought back. Once the fray started, the rest of the team jumped in, all of us, fighting over the weapon. The noise attracted what was left of the Glowing Sea's population to our position, and soon we were running for our lives once more. To say we weren't so lucky this time was an understatement. I watched the rest of us being torn apart. The weapon, it worked. Karoni fired it mindlessly into the storm. Its effectiveness is clear, but it wasn't enough. The last I saw of him, he was running into the sea, the ribbons of electricity from his weapon slowly growing tinier and tinier in the fog. I got away again. Most of me did anyway. I'm going to try and use a transmitter to radio for help. But it's only a matter of time now. And we also got the gunner's signal remnants. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Yeah, let me just go on ahead. Okay, I hope the Deathclaw thing is just bad luck. Unless there's gonna be another one. Mission accomplished. Oh, defeat Karoni, but that can wait. The aircraft is in pieces, but those pieces are intact. We were about to check inventory, see if we can carry some of the equipment back to Vault 95, until we saw a blue light in the fog. As it grew closer, we raised our weapons. I could hardly believe my eyes. It was that good-for-nothing Karoni. It didn't take long to guess why this coward survived. He had something hoisted over his shoulder, glowed brightly. Fucker was gonna give away our position. I told him to put it down. He didn't. I told him it was an order. He didn't respond. We drew our weapons again, and I ordered once more. He stood there, and I told my men to approach. As they surrounded him, some kind of lightning bolt shot from that thing, turned felt into ash. We covered the area in bullets, but when the smoke cleared, that son of a bitch was gone. He couldn't go one circuit without tripping his shoelaces, but now he can disappear in a flash. We darted into the fuselage for cover, and he came at us again. He didn't even take cover as he pursued us and took out 2 more of our men. I was as sure as dead, so I leapt at him and hit him squarely on the jaw. He fell onto the floor of the cabin. What was left of us joined me in holding him down. We hated the fact that we needed him alive, but Command needed to know what happened out here. Otherwise, I would have shot the bastard myself. He may even have put up a good fight, but people like that, even with every advantage, they always lose. Let's test it. Am I though? Let's see, Blitz and Throat Slicer. 1 hit, legendary slow time, so that thing did some damage. The radiation did more though. And it's a Tesla cannon. And well, my build is awful for energy weapons, so pretend that's like a ghost rifle at least. Fire rate sucks, but the range is godly. Let's go over When Pigs Fly.
Hey, Scaver. Let's trade.
Shouldn't you have a quest?
Anything been happening around here?
If you don't mind, prefer to just talk shop for now. A lot of quality goods here.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Some things we'll have to unlock, but a couple are already here. Like the nail gun and the saw blade launcher. They're pretty self-explanatory, so let's just get some nails, some saw blades, get the quest going, test them, and get the rest of the goodies. Moving the shop to Cambridge was a good idea. There's a little less heat compared to the military base. The sirens there tend to attract ferals like shit on a mole rat. At least raiders are a bit more predictable. Using the Chinese grenade launcher we savaged at the training yard, I've developed schematics for some prototype pipe versions. Marvin's offered up some additional ideas, but they're a bit on the impractical side. I probably shouldn't have laughed when he mentioned partnering up, though. I should apologize later. Marvin's gone missing, and so have my schematics for the pipe version of the grenade launcher. I've been paying the raiders for protection, so I don't think it's a kidnapping. I'm kind of worried about him. To be honest, we didn't leave on the best terms. Word is, there's another merchant working out of the Monsignor Plaza selling grenade launchers to the raiders. But not just any launchers, pipe ones. That's way too soon to be a coincidence. I'd bet my last rat away, they've got my schematics. Bastards are trying to put me out of business with my own product. Hopefully, Marvin's safe. That's the most important thing. Still, it would be nice to find out what happened to both him and my work, so I can salvage my deal with the weapons traders downtown. And this leads us to very, very close. Okay then, time to see if we can find some enemies and test our new weapons. First off, the nail gun. Okay, that one might have been on me, dunno. It's not bad. It's just not great. So the saw blade, how does it do? Oh, I like it. Oh, we're gonna be one-shotting everything. Okay, y'all, come to me. Let's fight. Oh, there's a glowing one as well. Ain't no way that's all it did. Come on. Oh, now it's my aim. Well, there's a reason VOTS exist, so... Can we one-shot now? Come on, do it. What? What do you mean? That has to have missed. Anyways, Throat Slicer. Doing it the old way. Especially because my ammo's gone. Oh, we can retrieve some from them. So yeah, if the place is filled with raiders, I'm just gonna go on to the room where we need to be in. So what do we have over here? Marvin's store security. So it was Marvin. Of course it was. That was odd. Rapid pipe grenade launcher rifle. Faster fire rate and faster reload. Shopping baskets. That's the ammo and Marvin's note. Hypotheses. I hate Suggs. Despise him. He mocks my ideas. Tells me they're impractical. And a symptom of an underlying mental issue. Well, at least I have ideas. At least I have an imagination. Theory. I hate him because for 3 years I gave my sweat and tears and brain cells to that ungrateful son of a bitch, helping turn his boring ideas into reality. But one day I asked him when he'd make me a full-time partner, and he said, when pigs fly. Well, I've done it. I've made pigs fly. In fact, when me and my new friend see him next, these little piggies are gonna fly right into his stupid face. Law, Suggs deserves to die. It will be my pigs that kill him. I know just where to wait for him too. There's a rooftop across the street from his workshop, with a clear view of the road. As soon as he leaves to make his deliveries, I'll rain pork from above. And when the piggy slams into his skull and the broken glass cuts his skin, and the cut becomes infected, and then he dies weeks later due to a lack of available medical supplies and poor health infrastructure. Everything he owns will be mine. As far as plans go, it's practically foolproof. Oh, there are some piggies. Piggy bank mine. Hopefully they're strong. Oh, no. I forgot to save. Oh, there's more. Oh, hey, that's Marvin. Oh, one hit. Okay, slow motion means my health is very low. Oh, I'm so grateful for that perk. Grenade launcher schematics. And piggy bank launcher bombs. That should be it. Indeed it is. Piggy bank fat man. Aye, let's give it a go. Oh, and yeah, I should probably heal as well. Also, I heard voices, but I'm not seeing anyone on the roof, so we're good. Okay, so are they by the building or... Nope. Oh, they're by a car, huh? Fine, I'll take the extra explosion then. Oh, look at the thing fly. Lovely. So that did it. The grenade launcher. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your help.
And that gives us the penetrating Chinese grenade launcher rifle. And quest completed, when pigs fly. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Steve Whittle and to John Walker for their support of the channel. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you have a good one. Bye. Just gotta experiment the mind. Oh, this is All Hallows Eve. Unfortunately, and to the surprise of no one, the radio transmission is completely bugged. Well, at least for me. If you've encountered the same issue, don't worry. Just go south of the Shamrock Tap House and you will immediately find the Harbor Master Hotel. Go in, proceed to the room to your left, and the quest will continue as normal. Failed. Listen to the mysterious signal. Huh, I wonder whose fault that is. Ooh. Oh, those are just decorations. We cannot take it. What I can take, though, is some lore. We have a terminal. Whiskey and mantats. Oh, the greeter was having the time of his life, huh? And welcome to the New England Technocrat Society, where progress meets practicality. Our new terminal system is finally installed and running. All the daily operations are now handled by a central terminal in the control room. It's a new Robco Industries model with a fancy AI chip that handles our air conditioning, lighting, power, and even music selection. Next week, we've got a hotshot programmer coming in to tune it up and enhance its learning capabilities. Mr. Vant, wants to let it start planning our special events to keep things fresh and unpredictable. At this rate, I'm gonna be out of a job in no time. But for now, at least I get to relax up front and not worry about turning off all the stupid light switches before I leave. Now let's see, a week later. Another boring day here in the lobby. I wish they would let me become a full member of the society already. I used to take care of this place. I'd open up, clean, run the lighting and music for our events, and make sure everything was turned off and put away before leaving. But now, that AI terminal handles everything. They even gave it a Protectron to control. It's doing such a good job, I really have nothing to contribute here anymore. All the rungs on my ladder are gone, where progress meets practicality indeed. And yet another week later, well, tonight's the big Halloween party. I don't get to attend because I'm still not an initiated member, of course. I spent all day breaking my back loading cases of liquor into the main hall, and this is the thanks I get. Ever since that stupid thing has taken control of the place, I've become nothing but an errand boy. After tonight, I'm calling it quits. I've always wanted to be a drummer anyway. I heard the AI has cooked up a really special sequence of events for tonight's party, based on all the data it's been gathering. Too bad I don't get to experience it for myself. They seem to have forgotten that I still have access to everything. Tonight should be interesting. Oh, look, Miss Pennyworth just showed up wearing that stupid hat. Time to put on a smile. Mentats and whiskey, you are my saving grace. And okay, let's check the party. Oh no. I'm locked, aren't I? Yep. Oh, and there's ghouls, and there's something in the air tonight, which is not love, so that's very, very bad. Anderson, Dr. Santiago. Well, they're all gonna get one. That is a cool helmet, I want it. Balloons, lights. What is that? Decapitalist and finished helmet? Okay. Oh, I cannot pop the balloons. What a missed opportunity. Also, I don't know what the hell is the gas supposed to do, cause it's not really damaging my health. It's just being annoying. Oh, that's Miss Pennyworth. Oh, that is a stupid hat. Felt hot. Looks like a trash can bin. No, wait, the thing on top. The lid. And here's the owner. El Kagawushido. Now that's a mask. Jack-o'-lantern. Oh, that looks beautiful. I like it. Oh, wait. Lana's notes. I don't know what just happened. A heavy gas filled the whole place and we all started choking. Beverly and Raymond started screaming and clawing at their own faces. Charlie and I barely escaped into the hallway before the door locked behind us. Charlie says the ventilation is controlled by a terminal, that if we can get inside the back room, we can shut off the gas. We figured out that the password to the control room is 4 digits. There are 4 doors but no numbers inside the rooms. There are a number of curious objects placed inside each of them. Room 1, specimen jars, skull candles, teddy bears, jack-o'-lanterns. For the others. Okay then. We need to figure out this quickly. I don't know how much more I can take. I'm seeing double and hearing strange noises and oh god, they're coming out of the walls. Wait. So, was she hallucinating? There's nothing coming out of the walls. She had to. Oh, no. Oh, it's not an explosion. We're fine. Okay, then. So, 4 jars. Okay, 4. And over here... hello? Yeah, I just didn't see it. Okay, 3 skull candles. So 4 and 3. Oh, 10. It's a laser turret and I'm on a melee weapon. Oh, it's just 1. No biggie. 4. 4 again. So 4, 3, 4. And we only need the last one. The pumpkins. Oh. Oh, there you are. Okay then. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Oh, right. There's the other one. 6. So 4, 3, 4, 6. Oh, I can also just guess. No. I figured it out. So I want to use it. 4, 3, 4, and 6. There we go. And well, to the terminal. So what do we have? Programmer logs. Robco Tech, Kurt Barlow checking in. I've updated the firmware on the system and enabled learning mode. Primary diagnostics are looking good. The head of the club here said he wants this thing to be the centerpiece of their group. He wants it connected to everything possible. They're big technology advocates and are hoping to quell people's fear of AI. Robco is happy to lend a hand. Now to write some additional learning subroutines and sort out what kind of data to feed the system. And then a week later, I've connected the system to the lights, sound, stage, door locks and even the central air system. It had a few glitches at first, but after running for a few days, it learned the patterns of the club's members and is running nice and smooth. The other night we let it run as the DJ and it had the whole place dancing for hours on end. The owner said he's tired of the kid up front always forgetting to turn off the lights. And has wanted to fire the event coordinator for a very long time. So he had me connect a Protectron to the system to give the AI a physical extension. I've programmed it to start handling the day-to-day tasks around the place, including event decorations and setup. There's a big annual Halloween bash coming up. So I've scanned in the latest Picket Fence's Halloween special to give the AI some ideas. 3 weeks later. It's been a busy few weeks here. The AI and Protectron are now handling nearly all of the day-to-day operations of the club. They have fired the DJ, the lighting tech, event coordinator, and even the bartender. This system is the crown jewel of my resume. And as the system becomes more finely tuned, I've continued feeding it more and more data. Films, books, music, news, current events. Anything to keep it relevant. The owner had a political argument with it for over an hour yesterday and was pleased as punch. He even gave me a membership card. He wants the Halloween party to be something extra special, as some Robco investors will be attending. He wants to show off what we've done with their systems and gain them as additional patrons for the society. I have stepped the learning system up a notch and have begun feeding it some horror and crime novels and films. Can't wait to see what it comes up with. And pretty much a month later, the owner believes things are going so well that my services are no longer needed. The AI and Protectron are learning at an exponential pace and no longer require any maintenance or upkeep. I disagree, but it looks like I'm headed back to Robco for reassignment. He felt it was best that I also turn in my membership card, which was a huge disappointment. I really liked it here. The last request was to crank the learning model to maximum because he isn't happy with the set decorations and puzzles the AI has come up with for the Halloween party so far. Since I'm not going to be around, I uploaded over 100 years of horror films, books, and news for the system to analyze. I told him it wasn't a great idea, but he didn't care. So what do I know? I'm just a lowly Robco tech. This will be my last entry on this system, KB. But as we've seen, there's another entry around 2 weeks later. Oh, it's the greeter. Hey terminal thing, I don't know if you can read this or not, but you are really a jerk. Do you know that? I'm the only employee left that isn't a high society member. And my days feel like they're numbered here. And it's your fault. Whatever, I'm quitting after tonight anyway. I'll be stuck up front while everybody's having a good time tonight. But little do they know, I have connected a canister of some experimental hallucinogen gas to the air system. The release valve is barely open, so it should be just enough to give the party an extra kick. Stupid terminal, you probably cannot read anyway. Oh, I'm really drunk. Wait, how can I delete this? Damn it, read only, delete, delete! Well, he better quit now. What else do we have? System logs. Oh, no, I'm just gonna cherry pick the best. Analyze musing, hopping hits. Volume 5. Result, it is time for humans to dance. Analyze film, bloodthirsty vermin, the third. Result, werewolves cannot control their actions if a full moon is present. This then just keeps on going. It thinks that fear is high quality entertainment, but also warns that learning mode set to maximum may cause a system overload and lead to unexpected behavior. And then comes the day and the system has detected a foreign substance in the central air system. The samples indicate poisonous hallucinogenic compounds. The analysis concludes that this is a desirable effect for human festivities, where surprise and excitement are expected. Fear and shock are the penultimate forms of human entertainment. So this has just been registered as an enhancement to the Halloween sequence for tonight's party. And that all brings us to the last log. Must entertain more humans. Must kill and must entertain. Out of memory error. Enabling radio beacon. So yeah, this is the part where we disable the evil AI. And there's also a safe apparently, so power armor with a helmet. So that's the power armor variant. And the safe. Berry Mantats. Oh, but that might just be generic loot. I also don't have a clue what that's an Easter egg for, if it is one. But I'll take the unique item because it's a unique item, and the Peak of Fences Halloween Special. We're now able to build settlement decorations. Some more unfinished helmets. Another jack-o'-lantern mask. There's also a note. Thomas, Richard, James and Sarah all had the bright idea of dressing up as decapitalists for the Halloween party. They know how tech-savvy I am, so they came to me with cash in hand to wire up their helmets. None of them knew of each other's plans, but hey, it's not my place to tell them. I can't wait to see the look on their faces, screens, when they all show up in the same costume. Better yet, I'm going to dress as Dr. Brainwash himself and make them all my minions for the evening. Anyway, Charlie barged in here while I was working on them. He said he'd rat me out if I didn't make him one special. He had a rusty old power armor, a frame from his military days in his garage, and he had me modify one of the helmets to fit. It turned out pretty nice if you ask me, even if I had my arm twisted to make it. Countdown to Halloween.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Oh, so we do get to meet the Protectron. What's up, buddy? Oh, it's just a regular one. I almost feel bad. The unfinished helmets. How does it look? How about the stupid hat? Well, it truly looks like a hat. And the jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I like this one. That's really good. And I'm thinking I'm gonna build a little house. Just something generic with whatever I have available. I have no mods installed. So if you don't recognize something, it was a freebie from the Creation Club. And once I'm done, then I'm going to start applying the Halloween special stuff. And that's the helmet. Which, no, not on this one, it won't be. So the easiest way for you to find it is to go into the Creation Club tab, and in Holiday you'll find Halloween. Now I'm just gonna chill and build a house. Amazing bathroom. And I'm done, so I'm just gonna give you a quick tour so you can see the before and after. I did try making it a bit Halloween themed, without the Halloween items. Not the bathroom though. Anyways, you can see we have a parade view and everything we need, including a cool ass chair. Even Mama Murphy came to check the place. And yeah, this is it. My cozy shed. The upstairs is just an observatory with a throne, of course. So, Halloween stuff. I'm gonna start with the lights, and we have a couple candle bottles. They don't require power. We also have 2 jack-o'-lanterns, which we'll also get as decoration items. There's a skull candle, and a lot of string lights. So here's how they look, every single one of them. Shut up, mama. And as you can see, some of them looked like props, so that's nice. Anyways, let's continue. And into wall decorations, we have spider web lights. These require power. And yeah, I don't know why they're not in the lights section. We also have paper decorations. So pumpkins, ghosts, cats, and bats. There are also some hanging ghosts with different expressions. 3 of them. And this one can go by the entrance. Okay, let's see what else. A hanging witch. Well, I've got no clue where to place you, so there we go. And my personal favorite, the scary tree. That looks beautiful. And there's also specimen jars, 5 of them to be exact, and it's, well, organs, not specimens. And don't forget the tombstones, which in this place, yeah, I'm just gonna put the RIP next to the bathroom. There goes the pumpkins. I'm just gonna have them stare at the ghoul chair. And what would a hanging witch need if not a Nuka-Cola quantum cauldron? Also, it's a party, so don't forget the balloons. We have 4 variants. And basically, 2 are thematic, the other 2 are just balloons. And as fate would have it, I wanted to wait until night, but we also got a foggy one. So let's see the full tour of the Halloween house. In fact, I'm just going to shut up and let it all sink in. And as always, remember to check the channel and the playlist for more videos, and if you want to help me out, just click that like button, leave a comment, or join as a member if that is something you would do. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Steve Whittle, to John Walker, to Glitchtail, to Devon Lowry, to Zoxies, to Dancing Peach, to Carter Moore, and to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you have a good one. Bye.